My name's Jim Dell'Anno. I work at North Easton Savings Bank. I'm the sales director. I manage the sales function of the mortgage banking team. I've been in the mortgage banking industry for over 30 years. I joined the bank about a year and a half ago. When I joined, I immediately saw that we had a need or a gaping hole in our appraisal function. We were managing the panel internally, and our turn times were horrendous, taking in excess at times of 30 days. The communications piece with our appraisers was horrendous. We'd make phone calls, we'd send emails. The collection of payments from the customers for the appraisals, because we would ask for the money up front, and that was just a cumbersome, because we were doing it in multiple ways. When we looked at all these pain points, we said, we've got to find a solution that can streamline this and just make it a much easier process for everyone. A friend of mine who's been in the appraisal business for more than 30 years, he actually was the one that pointed me in the direction of Reggora, told me the backstory. I found it fascinating. I made a couple of calls. We had some meetings, and then we jumped on board, and it's been a great, relationship since. Right after we contacted Reggora about becoming our partner, we signed the contract and started the implementation process. We found that, it was, not a lot of heavy lifting on our side. There was a few forms to set up in terms of fee structure and areas and territories. And other than that, a lot of the background work with, setting up the widget with Encompass was easily done. It didn't take a lot of heavy lifting from our side. I think the first thing that jumped out to us was the payment processing side, to be honest. We immediately saw a pickup that was just going to take a large burden off our shoulders. I can't even fathom how many man hours per month that we processed payments, balanced GL accounts, and now this is all being done outside of us, and we don't have to manage that piece at all. It's made our lives so much simpler. Within a matter of weeks, we saw a dramatic improvement in our turn times. We're picking up 35% improvement in our turn time processing on the appraisals. Dramatic improvement, especially when you're in the craze of a refi wave where every day is counting. So if we can cycle through them faster, we can just bring in more and more business. We use the Encompass integration with Reggora, and the real beauty of that is the two-way communication where the Reggora goes in and takes the P&S out of the e-folder in Encompass and immediately is sending it off to the appraiser so that they can review it. Then they're running it through Fannie and Freddie on the way in, and those reviews immediately go back into the e-folder on the way in. The appraisal gets dumped into the e-folder in Encompass on the way in. So there's no lifting from the processing or underwriting side other than bringing it up on their screen and reviewing it. And Reggora does the quality review already, so our drop in revisions has been at least 50% from what we saw prior. One of the other great benefits of using the Reggora system is the communication piece. We've seen instantaneous pickup of from the loan officer being able to see all through the transaction what's going on with the appraisal from the moment it gets ordered to the day that it's the appraiser accepts, to the inspection date, to when the appraiser's sending it in. So it's really reduced the amount of contact they need to have with the processor, and then the processor in relationship with calling the appraiser. It just made that pain point almost vanish. That has really been another big piece of Reggora that has improved our cycle time. My loan officers have given me nothing but positive feedback. They are, as they talk to me, they said, as we can see in the system or on the mobile device, that we're seeing the statuses of the appraisals. It gives us other good news to talk to our referral sources about, that we had a certain appraiser that we had done business with for years and years, and that appraiser has even said that their business has increased because now they're in their Reggora panel and getting more business.